Carrion. This is a reverse horror game in which you assume the role of a amorphous creature of unknown origins, stalking and consuming those who imprisoned you to spread fear and panic throughout the facility. Grow and evolve as you tear down this prison and acquire more and more devastating abilities on the path to retribution. Eastward. In a beautifully detailed and charming post-apocalyptic world, a miner discovers a mysterious little girl named Sam deep underground in a secret facility. Journey through decaying cities, encounter strange creatures and even stranger people along the way. Skul, the Hero Slayer. Guide hero on his quest to single-handedly take on the Imperial army and rescue his king from captivity in an action-packed roguelite 2D platformer. Here exciting and fast-paced battles awaits you, along with dozens of undead character combos and abilities. A drifter, murdered, finds himself alive again seconds before his death. Struggling to maintain his sanity, can he unravel the conspiracy surrounding his condition and those hunting him? The Drifter is a 2D point-and-click adventure in the classic style. The main hero is pretty practical guy, and so puzzles are down to earth and give an investigative feel.
Bill? Is that you? Mick! What are you doing here?
Bill used to hang out around the shelter where Sarah worked. Known him since I was a kid.
Back for a funeral. Mum died. Oh, Mick.
Backbone. This is a noir-inspired detective adventure, as Raccoon Private Eye Howard Lothar sniff out clues, collect evidence, interrogate witnesses and explore beautiful pixel art version of dystopian Vancouver. Inspired by film noir, Backbone will submerge you into its dark dystopian atmosphere. Every animation in the game is handcrafted frame by frame and environments are modeled after real streets of Vancouver. This game looks like a real gem in pixel art universe. Yes, Your Grace. In this kingdom management RPG, petitioners will arrive in the throne room each turn to ask for your advice and assistance. Decide whether to help them with their problems or to conserve resources for more important matters. Remember, supplies are limited and not everyone has the kingdom's best interests at heart. Inmost. This is an atmospheric, story-driven puzzle platformer following 3 playable characters in one dark, interconnected story. In an abandoned castle, you'll need to explore every nook and cranny, avoid detection, slice through enemies, and spring deadly traps to escape the evil that lurks within. Definitely, this is one of the best-looking pixel art games there are. The Last Night. The soul of cinematic platformer with the heart of a sci-fi thriller, The Last Night is set in a post-cyberpunk world with a deep, vibrant vision of the future. Each encounter in The Last Night is handcrafted to ensure variety and narrative progression. Use your acquired knowledge of the city to hide from drones, skirt around police, and escape dangerous situations or people. Circadian City. This is a life simulation game with a unique gameplay. It's fun, optimistic, romantic, and beyond life itself. Inspired by Stardew Valley, The Sims, and Don't Starve, here you came to a big city after graduating from university. You are starting a new life all by yourself. You will be working in a weird company, make friends, go out at nights, and try to find a meaning to your life. Garden Story. As a newly appointed village guardian, explore ways to help those around you. Garden Story is a social simulator adventure RPG that emphasizes helping the community traverse a broken island, protect its inhabitants, and solve mysteries while making friends with a fruity cast of characters. Swords and Sandals Spartacus. This is the story of the legendary Spartacus. Now, for the first time, take up the sword of the great man and do battle with Rome yourself in this action combat platformer. From the dark dungeons under the arena to the heights of Mount Vesuvius and beyond, you will battle brutal slave drivers, grizzled legionnaires, and mighty centurions as you free the slaves of Rome. VirtuaVerse. This is a cyberpunk point-and-click adventure set in a future not so far away, narrating tales of technomancers, AR graffiti writers, hacker groups, tribes of crypto shamans, digital archaeology, epic cyber wars, and virtual reality. Eitr. This is an action RPG built around exceptional combat and formidable challenges set within a mythological Norse world. Here you, as the Shield Maiden, will use a variety of weapons with strategic movement, accurate arrow strikes, and enchanted special attacks to decimate the nightmarish creatures and profane warriors lurking throughout the corrupted Nine Realms. Massive Galaxy. Explore, trade and fight your way through Massive Galaxy, a point-and-click narrative adventure set in cyberpunk cities, deserted wastelands, and beautifully created space habitats. Become a space trader seeking to turn a profit by buying and selling goods throughout the galaxy, undertake routine missions, or embark on ethically questionable jobs for quick money. Trade in densely populated cities, harsh wastelands, and discover rare alien artifacts and spaceships. Lenna's Inception. The legendary hero is dead, and a strange glitch is spreading across the kingdom. Explore dangerous dungeons and defeat the 8 archangels to restore order to an unraveling world in this epic action-adventure RPG. Here you can play in co-op mode with your friend and enjoy massive replayability with 2 graphical styles, multiple endings, multiple boss forms, and procedural generation. Eitr. This is a fast-paced shoot-'em-up with roguelike elements. Descend the unforgiving depths of mysterious world, encounter challenges, discover dynamic environments, and fight ruthless creatures while unveiling the secrets of a mysterious world. Stuck in an endless loop, the only way out is to break the double-edged curse and help Eitr to escape his fate. In an ever-changing environment, every run feels like its own story. Bite the Bullet. Satisfy your appetite for destruction in this roguelite RPG shooter, where you must eat to power up your character, weapons and abilities, consume strange species to have more stuff you can use, catalyze crafting fermentations in your belly by eating enemies, explore 3 branching skill trees based on your diet. Remember, you are what you eat. Foregone. This is a fast and fluid 2D action platformer packed with legendary loot and stunning pixel art. Collect an arsenal of powerful weapons and unravel a compelling story of regret and conspiracy as you slice your way through hordes of enemies. Game looks absolutely amazing, such details are true gold for any pixel art lover. ScourgeBringer. This is a fast-paced, free-moving roguelite platformer set in a post-apocalyptic world where a mysterious entity wreaked havoc on all humanity. ScourgeBringer puts you in the shoes of the deadliest warrior of her clan, Kyra. Help her to explore the unknown and slash her way through ancient machines guarding the seal of the past and maybe the redemption of all humanity. The Iron Oath. This is a turn-based tactical RPG that is set in a dark fantasy world. Recruit, manage, and embark on missions with a roster of adventurers, testing the limits of their mortality. 9 regions with over 50 places to visit. Cities can be overtaken, destroyed, and rebuilt, while various factions can emerge, rise and fall. A playthrough can potentially last hundreds of years, resulting in many changes to the initial world state. Clan N. This is a beat-em-up game which combines the classic arcade gameplay with today's modern brawlers. With a pick-up-and-play nature, you have to dodge, block, and use your special attacks wisely to progress. With an ancient Far East theme, you'll get challenged across 7 different levels with many different enemies, interesting bosses, and casual minigames integrated into the main gameplay. Red Star Raider. This is a fast-paced, action-packed platform shooter presented in a retro style and not just in a visual sense. Players will have to master parry, dodge, reflect, wall slide, and many more skills. The action is set on an asteroid and you have to fight your way through the hordes of insect aliens in order to escape alive. Starmancer. Obey protocol or go rogue as you take on the role of a powerful AI in Starmancer. Build bustling spaceports, secret laboratories, and ethically ambiguous human farms. Defend against starvation, sabotage, and space cannibals. Don't worry, you can always grow more humans. Hymno, the Silent Melody. This is the standalone roguelite combat expansion of the peaceful game Hymno. Enter a strange and unexplored world full of strange machines, beautiful procedurally generated maps and surprises, craft powerful gear, find other explorers, and save this old world. Biomass. Uncover the secrets of the sinking metropolis in this action RPG. Clash beam sabers or be a gunslinger, make alliances or go alone. Your actions have consequences. Those who learn the nature of this world will be able to shape it as they see fit. Here you will also find dynamic boss fights. Every boss has a hidden phase that can be triggered if certain requirements are met, with their own amazing rewards. Resolution. An old killer escorts a curious AI through a chaotic combat, puzzling secrets and unsettling calm. Explore the fractured future, collect weird weapons and stories to piece together the past. Resolution is fast-paced action-adventure loaded with lovely pixels, dirty jokes, deep ideas and badass emotional tunes for hours of punishing combat, rewarding exploration and layered storytelling. Unsighted. The few androids that remain in Arcadia, once populous metropolis, are running out of anima, an energy that gives all robots their consciousness. Explore this forgotten city and save the remaining androids from turning into Unsighted. Here you will find large, interconnected world filled with shortcuts and secrets. Also, co-op play is available. Metal Unit. This is a sprawling, side-scrolling platformer with roguelite features. Play as Joanna, a soldier on a mission to capture her treasonous sister. Wear the awesome armor and battle against monsters and aliens while uncovering the truth about humanity. Here you can choose to explore the sprawling surface of the planet or delve deep inside mysterious dungeons. Traveling around the world will progress the story, while going underground offers bigger rewards that may come at a heavy price. The Dark Side Detective Season 2. This is a micro-adventure game consisting of a series of humorous, bite-sized investigations into the occult and extraordinary. Season 2 picks up from the cliffhanger ending of Season 1 and brings our heroes Detective McQueen and his sidekick Dooley through 6 new investigations into the paranormal and downright bizarre. Kingdom Shell. This is a cult fairy tale made in a style of platformers of the 90s. Go to the kingdom to stop the invasion of nightmare creatures, explore the lands of the kingdom, fight hordes of demons and powerful bosses, find secrets, help inhabitants in distress, and stop the impending catastrophe. Primal Light. Inhabit Krog, a mysterious blue creature as he traverses the labyrinth of ladders, levers, traps and monsters. Explore the nooks and crannies of a bizarre and evocative world as you hack and slash your way to victory, leaving a graveyard of grotesque bosses in your wake. Game definitely looks very good. I'm really impressed by it. Shelter. This is an action survival game to survive in the world after zombie apocalypse. Fight back against endless zombie horde, learn how to survive, gather water and food, and find resources to live for another day. Bushiden. Your sister has vanished, and rumors swirl that evil boss has been resurrected with an evil army at his command. Explore for cybernetic upgrades until you are powerful enough to defeat the diabolic Gao and his cybergentic army once and for all in this futuristic action platformer. Here you will find 7 levels and epic boss fights. Eitr. This is a bullet hell adventure set in a world filled with monstrous bosses. When Eitr wakes up and finds herself surrounded by her dead family, her only guide is a strange spirit that takes the form of the family cat, who gives her a glowing revolver for protection. Eitr is a game inspired by themes of personal struggle. If there is light, there must be darkness. The important thing is to keep going, no matter what you endure along the way. The Slormancer. This is an epic 2D action RPG dungeon crawling game following a band of outcasts on their fight against hordes of enemies led by the Slormancer. Play as the Mighty Knight, a fierce huntress or mischievous mage. Master hundreds of abilities and ancestral powers. Gear up, fight for the reputation of your kind, and prove your value to the realm. Outrider Mako. Take on a role of Mako on her quest to seek out and subsequently deliver her deliverables in this top-down view 2D action game. Jump on top of your enemies and slime them with goo to stop them in their tracks. Get those deliverables delivered. Game has really cool atmosphere and music. Fleen, Son of Crimson. Traverse a beautifully handcrafted world and unearth the mysteries of a dark past in this fast-paced 2D action platformer. Explore a wondrous world filled with discovery, taking place in a unique regions designed with a non-linear exploration, and swap between multiple weapons with quick and satisfying combat. Star Renegades. This is a strategy RPG about outsmarting AI-driven adversaries, forging friendships, and toppling galactic empires spanning over multiple generations, fusing a reactive, tactical, turn-based battle system that emphasizes interrupts and counters with a procedurally generated and emergent mission-based campaign and an intelligent adversary system with enemy officers that evolve and move up the ranks. Every playthrough is unique, challenging, and never the same. Game looks absolutely fantastic. It's definitely going to my wishlist. Kaze and the Wild Masks. Go on a journey as Kaze in this 90s classics-inspired platformer. When the Crystal Islands get cursed, Kaze needs to save her friend Hogo while facing enraged living vegetables. Find the Wild Masks to unleash the powers of the legendary Guardians and master land, sky, and sea. Game is obviously meant for younger audiences, but I have to say that it is done very well. Fallen Angel. After being banished from heaven, Lucifer returns for vengeance, but the realms are in chaos. The archangels are in the midst of the power struggle, each fighting to rule heaven themselves. I have tried to play the demo version, and I can say that this was a very cool experience, but the game itself was very hard to beat. I have died many times, so put it in your wishlist if you like to be challenged.
an unwise heretic like you to hell. That's servitude.
Lamentum. Here you will guide Victor, a young aristocrat who will embark on a desperate journey to find a cure for a rare disease. Your last hope resides in a dark mansion governed by an earl capable of granting any wish. But at what price? The Grow-Hill mansion will open its doors and immerse you in a world of nightmares where you can be trapped forever. Aftergloom. An undetermined amount of time has passed since the saint, successor of a great king Domhall, ascended from the common dream. Stories of his adventures have spread far and wide, tempting many to enter the dream in search of the mysterious, wish-granting abyss. You are one of those nameless dreamers lost in the Lovecraftian Dreamworld. Age. Here you are, the village elder, spiritual guide of a secluded village. A dark omen was seen above your village and the apocalypse looms over it. Plan, build, produce, research, and lead your people in these awful times and protect them as the heavens unfold their wrath on your puny village. Lume and the Shifting Void. Join Lume in a fight against the other dimensional hordes of the Shifting Void with her experimental Holo Strikers in this platform action adventure. She and her increasingly frustrated robotic coworker bounces and battles other dimensional threats in and out of the Shifting Void to save the day. Overloop. What would happen to the world if you had a device capable of cloning anything you want? Probably nothing good. Clone yourself using the cloning tool. Use your copies the way you want. Kill them if you wish. They don't matter because you can always make more of yourself.
It is in the lair of the corporation. I will get there, despite all obstacles, deadly traps, and puzzles. No matter how many clones of me it's worth. Do you think dystopia is fiction? No. This is my reality.
Feral Frontier. This is a side-scrolling action-adventure with anthropomorphic pixel art tight movement and combat. Rewild yourself while surviving an eat or be eaten, brutal cute dystopian techno-wilderness. Play as the inquisitive Reynard who escapes captivity and learns what it means to be a fox. Necro-Fugitive. This is a brutal 2D action platformer about the prison escape of an evil shapeshifter and his attempts to evade the realm's justice. Experience fast-paced combat and intense fight-or-flight decisions as you are pursued by lawmen and merciless bounty hunters. Dead Pixels 2. This is a procedurally generated side-scrolling shooter set in a post-apocalyptic city in the near future of 1991. Yeah, you heard right, this future is in the past. Fight your way through the hordes of undead as you try to find your way out of the city, raid buildings for supplies, and work with other groups of survivors in order to get out of this nightmare with a pulse. And your hero looks like Kurt Russell for some reason. Theropods. This is a point-and-click adventure game that combines puzzles with a cinematic story, colorful characters, and a retro aesthetic. Travel back in time when dinosaurs ruled the world, and when adventure games ruled the gaming world. Immerse yourself in a vast, prehistoric world full of dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. I hope you do too. Cyber Shadow. The world has been taken over by synthetic life forms. A desperate plea for help sets Shadow on a journey to uncover what started the path to perpetual ruin. Slash through the techno hordes, leap past traps, and nimbly navigate the ruins of Mecha City. Paradise Lost, First Contact. Here you will take control of an alien plant that has been hidden in a secret bioengineering facility. A security breach in the system allows the plant to escape from imprisonment and discover the secret purposes of the research organization which put it in a jar. Phaland. This is Metroidvania action-adventure RPG, inspired by the nostalgic 8-bit classics with a modern charm for all generations. Project accumulated $57,000 of pledges in Patreon, so it means that people believe in this game. The Siege and the Sand Fox. Master dynamic parkour abilities to explore the cavernous depths of an ancient underground prison, evading detection and avoiding certain death from a sand-born evil. Fight for your city, foil the enemy's attempt to strike from within the heart of the kingdom while you play this irresponsibly detailed Stealthvania game. Chained Echoes. A classic 2D RPG with swords, magic, and mechs? Yeah, mechs! Take up your sword, channel your magic, or board your mech as you follow a group of heroes on their journey through a war-ridden land of Valandis, which has been at war for several generations, manipulated by foolish tyrants and fake gods. Can you put history back into the hands of a man? Your choices will impact the fate of Valandis and its citizens. Witch Marsh. Join an unlikely team of detectives in this action RPG set in 1920s Massachusetts as they charge into the darkest corners of rural America. Their mission? Find and return 12 missing townsfolk who vanished under mysterious circumstances. A handsome reward is in store should they succeed, but with a supernatural lurking around every corner, will any of them live long enough to collect it? Jack Move. This is a unique blend of gritty cyberpunk storytelling, turn-based battles, and beautiful modern pixel art. Take on a role of Noah, a vigilante hacker who is entering the world of murder, kidnapping, and dark research after her father goes missing. Forsaken Castle. Lily is a newly appointed Paladin, sent to investigate the appearance of undead near a village. Her search leads her to an old castle that is known to have been long abandoned, but signs of life have begun to appear, with lights visible in the distance and drawbridge closed. It seems that the castle is not so abandoned after all. Nycra, an existential, narrative-driven sci-fi adventure platformer set in the firstborn galaxy called Nycra. You experience journey from afar as the Heptaverse unravels in front of your very eyes. The story embraces the many layers of the mind and tackles the hypothetical feeling of having no purpose. Narita Boy. Explore and fight in a retro-futuristic world, swim deep into an oniric, poetic, and unique experience across dimensional planes. This is definitely one of the best-looking pixel art games, but it had a lot of development problems. Release date was delayed for years, I guess. But developers are still working on the title. I checked the news on the Kickstarter page, so let's hope everything will be okay this time. Undungeon. Game introduces a mix of action, roguelike, and old-school RPG styles and wraps them in a detailed pixel skin. Travel through the ruins of the shattered multiverse and decide its fate. Game is very artsy and has great music. Actually, music alone makes me want to play this game. That's it. This huge humongous list is over, and now it's time for you to subscribe. Show me some love. And by the way, we are creating at least 2 top videos every week, so if you subscribe, you will never miss a good game ever again. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, bye.